Hello, this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery with a couple of paint spreading tools and a 12 by 16 inch canvas and a whole lot of green paint, most of which is from Colourarte. Starting with, because I want to make a background, this is green tea, this is a primary element. And I like this color a lot. I don't use it enough. And yeah, I have no plan. I'm just going to hope against hope as I add colored cell activator that things work out. This is a really hard one to squeeze. I wish I'd used a different one first. So the reason I want a green background is because I want to put blooms over the top of it, which reminds me I should probably show you that right now. I did a test sheet and I really liked how it turned out. It's beautiful shimmery colors and lots of gorgeous patterns. So we're going to start with the green and work our way to something else. This is Wintergreen. This is a Prizm pour. Whoa. I could have sworn I shook that up. But being that it's a background, it hardly matters right at the moment. Still, we'll soak it up. This is Wintergreen. I am officially trying to be random. And I want a lot of different shades of green. And that is the whole point. I'm going to try and put them aside as I use them up. I've got some Chrisocolla, which is not really green, but I think it would make a nice accent color. And if I leave my colors in puddles until I start to swipe, which is what I intend to do, then they'll stay kind of moist. This is Misty Olive, a new Prizm pour, which is a fantastic color, as you can easily see. Now, if I did wind up with some white spots, it probably wouldn't be the end of the world, because that's where I could put blooms, but being that I haven't done anything this way exactly, I'm sure there's been something, but not exactly. So, my next choice is Seaglass, which I believe is a Prizm primary element, I think. My cell activators will all be listed with the colors underneath the video in the description. Oh yeah, I want to remind you guys, please subscribe. It would be a big assistance to me. And if you're looking for Colourarte products, you'll find a Colourarte website link and a Colourarte coupon code, promo code. I've got Alexandrite, which I wasn't sure I was going to use. I believe it's a primary element, but I like it. Let's hope it doesn't start to dry, but it doesn't make any difference. Here's Triple Sec, which is a Prizm pour. I should just be using a spatula. I'm not sure that the rubber brush will come in handy, but it might. It could still happen. Then my favorite green, my usual favorite green, is Fandango. And that's most of them. I think I've got two left. I've got Wasabi, which is basically, in my opinion, a filler, because it's a weird color in my opinion. It's gray-green. But at this point another green isn't going to hurt anything, because it'll probably get swallowed up because it's paler than the rest. I might use that again. And last but not least, Peacock, which usually leaks on me. No, I shook it. Yay, good girl. Now where to put that? At least one of these can go back where it came from. Although I might want more triple sec. You know what? I've got Frog Prince, which is another light color that's similar to Fandango. And I think I'd like as much light color as I can get mixed in. It's probably already too dark. Another hard to squeeze bottle. But I like the color edition. Now I think you could just use a light, a medium, and a dark color, and this would work. Come on, screw shut. Doesn't want to. So I can use cell activators, and I have a green that I mixed up of Purely Pigments, and it says it was a vibrant aqua and azure blue, but I don't think so. I think it got reused as something else. I'm sure you could figure it out, and if you ask me, I'll figure it out. Alright, so spatula. I'll start with the green. And we just basically need to start spreading colors. I'm going to use an Atelier Cobalt. No, this is the Phthalo Turquoise. I'm also going to use some gold. If I leave my paint kind of heavy right now, it'll facilitate using cell activators more easily. I may even steal a little paint from here and there, everywhere. If I don't overwork it, I'll get the better impression of light and shadow, which is what I'm after. I've got, that's the gold. That's an Atelier and a Pebeo. Just trying to fill in my gaps. Looks like I got a lot of paint. I'm definitely going to use some purple. Whoa, that's my head. Sorry. I've also got some cobalt turquoise. Hopefully it's not so pretty that I'm tempted to keep it, because I really want a background. But this has happened a lot of times. So I'm going to steal some of that purple, which I could actually have a dish of and be pretty happy, I think, because I love what's happening with the purple. Do a little more cobalt. Turquoise. Tempted by a little bit of that purple. I love how easily it moves because it's liquidous. Get rid of another couple bottles. I don't think I'm going to need any more paint. I think this is going to be really pretty, just as it is, I think. Get rid of that bubble. Just trying to cover up spots. And then if there's too much color in one area, I go back and mess with it. And I will keep an eye out for thin spots and go back and mess with them too. And the front curve on this spatula is just the most wonderful tool for dipping and dabbing and pulling paint. So I really want more green, but I also love phthalo turquoise. That's that Purely Pigments. And it doesn't even matter if there's a few infractions in here, some things that seem out of place, it'll be okay. I'm not sure where I think I put some purple cell activator down and then completely forgot about it for a little bit. You could try and make the impression of leaves, but I'm not sure what the point would be, because they're going to look like leaves if they're poking out behind blooms anyway. Loving, loving, loving all this. And it's working out at least as well as I'd hoped for. Although there are some heavy spots that I might be nervous about. But fortunately, I do use GAC 800 by Golden in all of my paint mixtures. Yes, I just picked up a blade of paint. I'm almost done with this part. And I could indulge myself in grabbing a little acetate tool and dipping it in some cell activator, i.e. the gold maybe. Loving cells, 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 cells. Maybe went overboard on the paint. But I'm pretty sure that it's still going to dry fine because of the GAC 800. That's why I use it. So I can leave things heavy if I want them to be heavy. Alright, I'm going to throw that spatula in the bucket and grab a little acetate tool. Trying not to drag down to canvas. Look for any spots I might have missed. I kind of want to try a little tiny bit of this green, even though it's not all that likely to show up unless I pick a really special spot. I suspect if I was diligent and practiced, I could probably make leaf shapes with this thing. But for right now, I'm going to say I'm done. Although I like how that gold looked, and it's going to be even prettier tomorrow. And then I'm going to have to decide to put a bloom over it or not. I'm going to have to torch. I'm going to do it again. I have smaller tools. If you need the recipe, there's a video I can share with you easily. Unless I remembered to put it under the video, in which case look in the description. And I can go around the edge and pull some paint because there's plenty of paint to pull. I also like to run my finger around to make sure there's no drips. Let's grab a little bit of paint. My tool stuck. Alright, I love you guys. I'll see you in a minute. And it'll be tomorrow. And this will be dry. Cross your fingers. Oh, and let me know what you think of my new ring light. I'll probably be watching the video and go, oh no, look at all the reflections. Okay, so this is the next day and this is dry, and I have no specific plan other than to grab colors that I like and give a few things a try. And pick a spot, any spot. Where is it going to start? That's some orange crush. I want to use some jasmine. Never a bad place to start. And I'm going to go for a little bit of saffron too. I have to decide if I'm going to blow all of these with my mouth or a straw. I'm going to use a little bit of white. That's Amsterdam and Aussie Floetrol, Amsterdam white. And this is my gold recipe. This is under the video in the description. Let's try the straw first. Okay, so same old, same old. I'm going to use black. I might use some purple. I'm going to try and blow it with my mouth. I've got funny little black things hanging out there, and I kind of like them. They look like they're extending out of the flower. So I'm going to grab some periwinkle. Am I? Not if it's not open, I'm not. Quick like a bunny, grab my tweezers. That's inconvenient. I think I got it that time. I haven't used any deep amethyst for a while. And I might put a little blue flame on top. And then I'm going to use a little Dancing Fuchsia Cell Activator. That's beautiful. I feel like using the Dancing Fuchsia and the African Violet. We'll see how that goes. It's a good start when it's open. I think I'm being called to some parrot wing. Yep, that's it. That's a Prizm pour. You know what? I want some saffron. Don't ask me why. And I just heard that thing fall. Still want the parrot wing. I had to use a little gold. Be nice if it was open. It seems like it should be open. I'll try the gold again. This time I'll put some black with it. Try the straw again. That's interesting. Alright, speaking of gold, I want some. I'm going to use some Mayan gold. And some saffron. Oh, I've just found the pink carnation. I'm hoping it's not separated. It is bubbly. I drop a little bit of orange crush in there. And hope. Oh, there's some frosted berry coming right up. I think I'm going to have to poke those bubbles out in order to get this to behave right. Come on, out you go. Come on. I got most of them. I'm thinking that I'm interested in either the cobalt, turquoise. Let's use the purple. It's a dioxazine purple from Hobby Lobby. And even though my cell activators are old and liquidous, they still work. That is a gorgeous flower. That's just got the most wonderful shape to it. I love that. I think a little refinement won't hurt, won't cure. I've got some hollyberry added to sour lemon. Which I'm going to use the Dancing Fuchsia. I will list the colors under the video. And speaking of hollyberry, oh, this is alizarin rose. That's okay, I love alizarin rose. It's a vivid, intense, pretty sure. I don't know why I think I have to close them up after I'm done. This could be a while. I could fast forward through the rest. I love how when they're off shape they create interest. Oh, I've got elderberry. I think I want some. Elderberry is a purely pigment. And I'm inclined to use the cobalt turquoise, but I'm not sure if the phthalo turquoise or the cobalt. This is the parrot wing again. Hoping it comes out easier. Still thinking I want a little purple, or maybe Dancing Fuchsia will work the same magic. Yeah, I'm going to try it. If I fail, I'll fix it, but if I don't, it'll be interesting. This is Atelier Cobalt Turquoise and Australian Floetrol. That was quite a bit, maybe more than I needed. That does not have a dark enough center for me, so I'm going to add I only meant 1 drop and I got 3. It's okay, it'll be pretty anyway. I'm feeling the call of some more orange. Only this time I'm going to give it... Whoops. I saw that. And I got new Q-tips because I was almost out. And for this one, I can use my orange cell activator. Dancing Fuchsia. And this is an Atelier combination of, did I write it down? I can't remember. It's a red and a yellow together. Wow, that's weird. I got some green background. That's highly unusual. Okay, I want to see if I can make some petals. That's not the prettiest flower. It's not the ugliest either. We'll leave it just because it's got a lot of interest to it. I'm going back to the Dancing Fuchsia. I've got Water Lily. That might not be dark enough, but it might be if I add it after I add some African Violet. Although now I'm being called to the Parrot Wing again. It's too close to the other one. Never mind. I've got some Prizm Pour. It's closed. I'll have to open that in a minute. Maybe I should just stick with two colors. And the Cobalt Turquoise. That's going to be, I'll see. I was thinking it was going to be way too close to the one next to it. Let's try the straw again. I'm going to grab some of the phthalo turquoise like I was talking about. That's too much. Maybe I have a little absorbency left in my Q-tip. That made me want black. And gold, and I see a bubble. I need some lighter colors. I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead, use some shiny taffeta and some sour lemon with orange crush. And do I want any orange crush? Yeah, a little bit won't hurt me. And this time we'll go for the Dancing Fuchsia Cell Activator. And maybe a drop of black. I'm doing it. I like that I can get a tiny little amount out. Now flowers aren't very round, but they have dimension because of it. Maybe if I turn the canvas, I'll get a different angle of breath. That's the orange crush. This is the saffron. I think I've got pink diamond. Actually, I've got platinum rose and I want to try it. I added some art fluid to thin it down a little bit. I don't think it can hurt anything, especially not if I use the Dancing Fuchsia for a cell activator. If I don't exactly love everything I'm getting, I can always add a different center. finally got the Perfect Indigo open. I think I'm going to give myself a little bit more. I like that. Alright, I was right about the shapes. I don't think I can turn that with that paint over there though. So I'm going to give myself some Lilac Lapis. Which is a purely pigment. And some Cerulean Sea, which is another one. They're all kind of similar colors that I'm mixing up. Well, I've got a Bobbing for Apples, which is a Prizm pour. It's going to be a long list of colors, but you could use similar colors. I think I want to use... I wish I could remember everything I just did, because I really like this up here. I think that's going to come back into play. Alright, I'm going to stick with my favorite Dancing Fuchsia. And that's gorgeous. And I'll be back to do some more in a minute. Okay, so this is dry from yesterday, and I've decided I like the dark colors, but I've decided I want some lighter colors. So I'm going to try some lighter colors as a base, starting with some Love You Pink. And some Water Lily. Love You Pink is a primary element, Water Lily is a Prizm pour. Come on, drip. And I'm going to top that up with just a little tiny bit of Dancing Fuchsia. I am, if it'll come out. Whoa, it did. It came out. So let me grab a little bit of black cell activator and a little bit of white cell activator. And let's try both. I'm nervous that that's going to pour out of there. I got one drop and decided it wasn't enough. So I'm going to start with the white. And then if I don't think that it's dramatic enough, I'll add more, but I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to go, you know what, I like that as a base. Why did I hide it? Okay, the Love You Pink is here somewhere, but the Frosted Berry is similar enough so that I don't need to worry about it. How did I disappear that? Huh, interesting. Alright, where am I going? So I like using the lighter colors. I'm going to try Frostbite. And a little bit of Periwinkle. And maybe, because I like the last color was a dot. Let's use, I've got Cerulean Sea. I'm still hoping to spy with my little eye that Love You Pink. That's so strange. It's probably right in front of me and I'm not seeing it. There it is. Duh. We'll leave that where I can get to it. Cerulean Sea is a purely pigment. And what have I got? I'm going to use the Dancing Fuchsia Cell Activator. See how that works. I love these sampler blooms. And I'm liking my lighter flower additions. They're making me happy. going to keep turning things. I want a little tiny bud, and I kind of like the cells that I see in between these over here, so I'm going to just do it in between. So my dancing fuchsia needs to be open, so I'm going to use the jasmine, which is not dissimilar. And a little tiny dollop periwinkle. You can actually do small blooms pretty easily. And I'm going to use the dancing fuchsia again, very cautiously. Let's try the straw. I've got purple, and I think if I put some in something. Here, I found a little dish. And then I hope that's enough. We'll find out in a second. It's not much. That's not bad. I am craving some blue, some serious blue. That's why I'm going to give a good dollop of Love You Pink base. And I have some blue velvet that I know needs to be shaken. And I think we're going for the periwinkle. Mop up my mistake. And a little bit of the water lily. And I'm going to indulge myself in the cobalt turquoise from Atelier cell activator. A good dollop of it. How much purple do I have left? Cell activator. And in a pinch, the cell activator in itself would be an interesting center, so. Oh, that looks like a lump of something that does not belong. We'll get rid of that. I think I want to steal a little paint, put it right over here. That's pretty cool. So far so good. I think I want to go, I'm going to combine some yellow with the Love You Pink again. This is Shiny Taffeta. And I'm definitely interested in a little pink carnation. I do intend on continuing on until I fill up as much area as I can, including smaller buds added. Okay, I'm going for the purple. It's making me nervous, but I'm going for it. That doesn't look like a very pretty combination, but I'm hoping I'm wrong. And I'm definitely wrong. That's gorgeous. Ha! Who knew? It's nice to find out good news. Good news is excellent. I'm going to go for another small flower. And I think I'm going to use the same combination I just used. because I like it so much. I'm not sure, but I think I have to do something with this, like lay another flower down right on top of it. Now, I used the purple, but I wanted to use the dancing fuchsia for a variation on a theme. We'll use the straw again. If I need the purple, I still have it. There's no way, no rule that says you can't have what you want. And what I want is more blue. Blue with more of the cobalt. Turquoise, maybe a lot more. Maybe I should just use a cobalt turquoise looking color. What have I got? I know I have Vibrant Aqua, Purely Pigment. Let's try that. I'm going to try it with the Dancing Fuchsia again. Well, this flower kind of faded out. Had a little more of a pale colored edge than I wanted to there. I'm being called back to pink again, and I'm going to use the periwinkle. I kind of want to use the hollyberry. I'm going to go for the... Oh, did it shut itself down? That was quick. Let's see if I can get anything out of it. That is the frosted berry again. Paint chips. Always paint chips on my fingers. That's the water lily. I said I wanted the turquoise, didn't I? No, that was the last one. Let's go for the dancing fuchsia. Good sized olive. I want some black in there this time. Come on. I've got a bubble and I want to pop. Oh, it popped on its own. Good. I love the black centers. I can't help it. I just do. So I want to try a base of cerulean C. And I think I have, and I want to use more African violet. And it doesn't seem to matter if some are thicker and some are thinner with this method. You just work with what you've got. I have given up trying to make sure that everything is all the same thickness. I do have to pull that canvas around. This is the water lily again. Stop dripping. I'm being called to drop more of the blue velvet. And this time I'm going to use the white. And if I don't like how the white looks, I'll use either the dancing fuchsia or some black. But I actually like it. I'm feeling like orange I want to work over here, but I'm feeling orange, and so I'm being pulled in this other direction. This time I'm going to try and grab the sour lemon with orange crush. And I think if I take a second, I can get the clot out of the top of the dancing fuchsia. So let's go for it. That's meant to be a big bloom. I'm going to use, oh, it'll turn green. No, it won't. Not if you don't use it. What am I going to use? I'm going to use the white. I think that's the perfect solution. And then still, if I don't like the white center, I'll add some black. First blow is the best, but that's pretty spectacular. Honestly, I like that a lot. Makes me want to do it again. And I can. Maybe just a little baby flower right in the gap. It's a little difficult to get only a drop out of this. Come on. I like that I got a white outside edge. That's pretty cool. Who knows how long this is going to go on for. This is becoming more of a leaf to me than anything, so I'm thinking I'm going to pour a flower there in a minute. What am I going to use? I want a light blue, and I've got elderberry purely pigment. And then I can still use dancing fuchsia if I want to. Time for a new straw. That one's got spit in it. And let's blow it back to the center. Come on out. I think I should use the cobalt turquoise. But I think I'm going to like that anyway. So I'm getting close. I want to steal a bunch of paint from right here. Put it down on the other side. Can I get away with it? That's the question. I will if I can. Yeah, that flower was fairly thick. This is the question here. This is the one to deal with. I think periwinkle is not the answer. But I'm feeling like maybe the lovely pink is. And I used the sour lemon. I haven't used any orange crush today, so maybe that's what I'll do. And then back to the Dancing Fuchsia. I don't know if that's enough or not. I'm going to take a chance. Make something extraordinary maybe. Extraordinary would probably be more like the cobalt turquoise. Here goes nothing. There, I think that was a very successful coverage of that less than perfect flower. So a few more scattered around and I should be pretty much done. I'm going to keep right on using the Love You Pink. And then some Cerulean C. Then some Dancing Fuchsia. And whoop, that's the dioxazine purple, which is pretty watery, but still works nicely. It's getting there. I'm feeling a yellow flower coming right on, right in here. It's too bad too, because there's a nice leaf shape right under where I'm pouring. So as I was saying, Love You Pink. I'm going to go to Shiny Taffeta. Just going to be a good size one, I think. And the Sour Lemon with Holly Berry. I'm being drawn to a little bit of Orange Crush, which may or may not show up. And I'm going to go for my usual favorite, Dancing Fuchsia again, quite a bit of it. That's an outstanding combination. Watch those cells pop up. I'm going to blow out this edge a little bit. Hopefully it'll be okay. So how many more before I'm done? I want something light colored right here, and I'm getting really close. That Love You Pink is coming in really handy. I'm going to go for the now plugged Frostbite. Got it easily. I like it when that happens. And I think, you know what, I haven't tried any of today, and I want to, is some Rhapsody Rose, which is a pure primary element. And I might do that again. And that is the Blue Suede. Blue Velvet, excuse me. With this combination, I am pretty sure I can get away with the Cobalt Turquoise. If I don't like it, I'll add Dancing Fuchsia. Good hefty blow. So all that's left, in my opinion, are a few little places that I should fill in. And I'm going to put some Love You Pink, and then add a few more colors. Just blow them all with a straw. One more. Use the Tuscan. Whoa. Okay, that's not cool. I'm going to use the Tuscan Gold. Excuse me, Tuscan Sun. Orange Crush. Pink Carnation. African Violet. Come on out. I think that's about to be plugged. Maybe just the Dancing Fuchsia alone on a couple of these. Let's start there. See how that works. I've got a blue and I haven't used it for a while. I've got Prussian blue. I've got a pretty turquoise too. I think I better do something about this Tuscan Sun. It's looking a little sick right now. I like the Lovey Pink though. I might be tempted to spiral the center of that around, just like I did here. So I'm going to grab the Cobalt Turquoise. Try that a little more gently. And if I need something else, I've got some of this purple still hanging out. Which worked out pretty well. I'm sorry about my head having to be in the way all the time. That kind of sucks, but let's try some of this purple. Very gently. I got two. I think that's going to get some Cobalt Turquoise in the center added. Alright, what color are we going to go with? White. One of these combinations has to work for you. I'm going to do the same thing with the spiral, I think. Or similar. Alright, I'm liking how this is working out. So far so good. I haven't used any black yet, but I kind of want to. splatter. Good thing there wasn't much in there. Kind of feeling like one more. Right there, couldn't be a bad thing. That's my Rhapsody Rose on top of Love You Pink. Kind of surprised at myself for not using more gold. Maybe I could use some cell activator. That looks like a bubble. That is totally gorgeous. Why I didn't do that before is beyond me. Wow. I could do that a bunch more times and be really happy. I'm going to try it with the yellow. Might be Q-tip material after that if I get it wrong. Or really cute if I get it right. I'm thinking I want some black in here. Continuing with my black theme. Both of those in black. I could probably go on for this a whole nother session. We'll see what happens. And those are looking pretty neat. I'm wondering if I could just take a little bit of Lovey Pink and add a few dots. Here and there. Because I haven't done that before. I like the idea of using some water lily in some of those places. I could blow them out, but I don't think I'm going to. Whoops. My drip. My bottle is beginning to pour out stuff way too fast. But I don't think it's a bad idea to take the residuals that I've got, these big areas, and a little bit of white that's left will just look like highlights, I hope. And the dry areas, I could always wipe them up with a Q-tip. So it's nothing the same as the other one. And I can definitely put some spirals in if I want to, which makes them look like more like little buds. Sort of like baby's breath. I don't know if I like that. I'm sure it'll dry so it'll hardly show. Looking for places to steal some paint so I don't have to try and pour anything else out of any more bottles. I love this cobalt turquoise. I wonder if I can get some of it to stay. I doubt it. I'm pretty sure it's just going to absorb. But if I put it in, yeah, I like that. And we'll see tomorrow what happens. Well, we won't. I'll try and remember to include a dry picture, but a lot of times the thumbnail is the dry picture. Right, I'm not sure which way is up. I'm also not sure that I'm happy with this down here. There's not enough drama going on in that center. So I'm going to fix it, I think. With some Rhapsody Rose. I might fix a couple other things now that I'm looking at them. Because you can definitely go back. Now, that's a candidate right there. And add another layer. I did forget about the spit though. So, if I'm going to do something with this, it's going to be really small. My painting right down in the cell activator. Alright, that's not going to work without the actual cell activator. Come on, so carefully. Fortunately, if I spit on that one, it's dry. I use one of my Q-tips. Give it a little special center. Alright, I don't see anything else that's demanding attention right now. I'm sure I could add some more. But for now, I'm going to call it done because it's been a ways. Thank you for joining me. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for watching longer. It speaks to the YouTube algorithm. My email address is easpbgallery and the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com if you'd like to inquire about taking a class with me at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, one-on-one, or purchasing an artwork. Linked here, you'll find promo codes for Colourarte products and pixel paint designs, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, a couple of my websites, my Amazon link. Volumes 1 and Volumes 2 of my books are on the Amazon link, Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities, the first and the second 100 videos I made for YouTube. Questions are welcome and encouraged. My community board will show you tomorrow's video at around 2 p.m. hopefully. There's something else. Thank you. Thank you to all my patrons. Thank you to the members. Thank you to those of you who use PayPal to make a donation to keep me painting. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys endlessly, and you inspire me always. My paint pouring recipes below show more, and I have 34 playlists of 100 videos each, and everything's organized by topic and genre. If you need anything, don't forget, ask questions. It's fine. Thank you for being here. Bye for now. Priscilla out.